Hi everybody, it's Amanda back with Amandarosetarot, and we're here today to do another pick a card reading. So the question today is going to be, when they think about you or when they remember you, what makes them smile, what makes them laugh? So this is going to be a positive reading. It's just going to be about the things that they miss about you, or that make them smile when they think about you, or that actually make them laugh when they think about you. So we've got three choices today. The cards that I'm using are the Messenger Oracle, the Healing with the Fairies Oracle, and one card from the Gilded Deck. So I think I may pick some Romance Angels. I just kind of spur of the moment thought, yeah, why don't I pick some of those? So the first reading is going to be the Rose. So if you're drawn towards that, that is the first reading. The second reading is going to be the Hello Kitty. So if you're drawn towards that, that is the second reading. And the third reading is going to be the Little Ladybug. So if you're drawn towards that, that is going to be the third reading. So I'm just going to be quiet for a minute, let you focus on the icons, and then we will do your reading. I think I'm going to do some charms too. I just feel like doing it, so. Okay, so if you chose the Rose reading, let's look at your cards. You got the Three of Wands. You got the Creative Expression. You got the Make Music. And you got the Be Without Malice. Okay, so if you chose the first reading, I'm not sure if you like to sing or if you like to make music in some way. But they really remember the times when you guys were maybe singing together, maybe in the car, or maybe, you know, you just were in a festive mood, maybe listening to music, or there's a certain type of music that you guys both enjoy. And I think they just remember you guys listening to music, or, you know, maybe if they play music or if they sing, maybe, you know, listening to them. This is also a sign from the angels saying that pay attention to the music that you're hearing right now. The song lyrics, you could be getting messages from the angels. So it could be a form of healing when you're listening to music. It can help you if you're feeling sad. So I think you guys have a strong connection with music and with creative expression. It could also be like dancing. So creative expression can be many different things. It's whatever, you know, you do that brings you joy, however you express yourself. So whatever you do, they really love that about you. It makes them smile, it makes them laugh, just thinking about the things that you do that are so creative. Maybe you don't worry about people's judgment, or maybe you do, but they really enjoy how you express yourself. It could be writing, it could be photography, it could be painting, it could be singing, it could be dancing, it could be anything. But they enjoy thinking of, you know, how creative you are as a person, and they love that about you. They love that you're a creative person, and that, you know, you have that outlet that you use to express yourself, however it is. And it could, you know, help you tap into like your childlike energy, and I think they like that about you. They like how you can be, you know, like a child, and, you know, not be afraid of, you know, judgment, just doing your own thing. You know, maybe it's the type of music you listen to, or, you know, you just, maybe you guys like the same type of music, and you guys both enjoy that music together, or you did. And I think they really think about that, the good times that you had together, listening to music, playing music, or singing or dancing, you know, things like that, things that you express yourself. So I feel like you guys both expressed yourself to each other. And that's what they smile when they think about, is, you know, how you expressed yourself that way. Also, there's something with the hair here. I think, like, maybe you have light hair or they have light hair, but I feel like hair, something about your hair, they really like that. That makes them smile when they think about your hair, maybe blowing in the wind, or, you know, just the way maybe you play with your hair, because this girl is like, she's playing with her hair. I think they remember that about you, and that makes them smile. This is kind of a sweet energy that I'm getting. Maybe when you wore dresses, something about dresses, when you looked very feminine, I think. If you're a female, I think that they really liked when you were looking very feminine, and maybe you know, did your hair, because this girl, she's got her hair up. She's actually got flowers in her hair, so that could be for some people, maybe flower crown, or something to do with your hair, just putting things in your hair. I think they like that if you're the feminine. But it's about music. I get a lot about music here, and your creative side. And then you got number 4, be without malice. So I think that they remember the times before, maybe when there was no anger, there was no hurt, you know, or maybe someone hurt you in the past, and your soul, you know, wasn't affected. Like, you were able to recover from that, these disappointments, and maybe someone betrayed you, or someone let you down, but you made a choice not to let that affect your soul, and that really makes them smile. That fact that you're so resilient, like, you can live without malice. You're not gonna hold a grudge, or, you know, if you do, it doesn't last for long. You know, if someone makes you angry, you're able to let go of it. Or if someone hurts you, you're able to let go of it. You don't let it infect your soul. You don't let it hold you down. And you just have this free spirit about you. And you don't, you know, like, other people can become bitter and angry and not let things go. But I feel like they think that you are really good at letting things go, because it's be without malice. So I think that they really like that about you, that you can let go of things. And I thought that was a tattoo on her arm, but it's actually not. It's just, you know, like, I don't know what it is. Something about your arm, like, if you have a tattoo, or if you have, like, a birthmark or something like that, I feel like they like that. They like that about you. And if you have, like, gray hair, not everyone, I know this isn't going to resonate, but they don't care. They like that about you. That makes them smile. I don't know why. And then the 3 of Wands. So this card is about past experiences. It's about actually contemplating, you know, these past friendships. And it's thinking about building on them, about, you know, moving forward, and, you know, turning your dreams into reality. So I think that they remember you, and they think about, you know, how they can link that past into the future, and maybe expand things, maybe, you know, take things in a new direction, let things grow. Maybe before there was, you know, before there was malice, before there was, I feel like maybe this person hurt you somehow, or they betrayed you, or they let you down, and they want to think, they think about, they remember, you know, the good times, you know, well, maybe you guys were listening to music together, and And they think about how they can incorporate that into the future. Linking the past into the future is what I feel. And, you know, that somehow gives them hope, and it makes them smile to think, you know, maybe somehow we can turn this thing around. We can, you know, cooperate and, you know, move into the future, move to more calmer waters and less trouble. So I feel like you and this person, maybe you don't talk, or if you do, like, there's limited communication, but I think they really think about you a lot, and they remember a lot of, you know, things about you, the way you look, just your features, and maybe they see you as kind of sad, you know, this girl's looking down. Maybe they see you as kind of a sad person, and I feel like they remember the time when you weren't so sad. And if they've let you down in any way, they do think about that, and they want to think about the future and moving things ahead, like in a better direction, and, you know, starting to grow and just moving things into a new direction, one that's better. So they think about, you know, the friendship that you had together, and even if they've betrayed you, they think that you would probably forgive them because you're a person who doesn't really hold a grudge. You're very kind. You're very kind, I feel, with these cards, and they miss that. I feel like they miss that about you, and it makes them smile to think, what a kind person you are. So let's do some charms. I don't know. I just had an urge to do charms. Okay, so yeah, like I said, with this barrette, and I saw in this card, she has her hair up. I think, like, they like when you put your hair up, and maybe barrettes. Something about when you put your hair up, they like that. And then the bow, like, I think that they think you're really cute. You are just super cute. Maybe just the way you act, or the way you dress, or the way you do your hair. You're just really, really cute. And if you're a female, if you wear, like, earrings, they really like, you know, just how you express yourself. Maybe the way you dress, or the jewelry you wear, or the clothes you wear. They just like how you express yourself through what you wear. It's different, probably, or it's just cute. Maybe you're just a cute person with what you wear and the way you do your hair. They just find you to be a very cute person. And then with the flag, I think they see you as very, very brave, very courageous, someone who is very strong. And also with the Be Without Malice, I feel like you can let things go where other people cannot. Like, if someone said something really disrespectful to you, you would probably be like, well, they were probably going through a hard time, and, you know, they didn't mean it. They were just in a dark place. Like, you can really let things go. You're very brave. You're very, you're just a very strong person. Like, I get, like, any battle that you've been through, it's only made you stronger. It hasn't affected your soul. It hasn't infected your soul and made you a nasty person. It has only made you a better person. Whereas people that tried to break you down, it could have made you into a really nasty person, but it actually made you into a stronger person. And then this glass bead, I feel like you're very transparent. Like, you don't hide yourself. Like, with creative expression, I think that you are not afraid of what other people think. You're very transparent, and you probably let people know what you think, and you're just not afraid to show others who you are, what you believe in, what you care about. And with the white here, I think that they think you're very pure. They think that you're very peaceful. Maybe they think of like, you know, you're like this heavenly person. You're this pure person. You're this peaceful person. Maybe they think of you as a healer, like a healing person. And then with this blue, I think that they think you're very calming. You're very forgiving. And you're able to focus on things. Yeah, I think that they just think you're very pure, you're very cute, you're very beautiful, and you're very strong and courageous. Let's do a yes, no. I didn't plan on that, so you may have to pause it, but I want to do a yes, no as well for you. Okay, so whatever you ask, the answer is yes. That was fun for me, you guys. Oh, I said I was going to do a romance angel. Let me just pull one really quick because I don't want to make this video too long because my memory, God forbid, my memory. Ooh. Okay, so you got two cards. So you got release your ex and you got stay optimistic about your love life. So I think that either this person may be an ex or they just think that you were able to leave your ex without malice and release your ex. I feel like if people hurt you in the past, like ex-lovers, ex-partners, you're able to let it go. You're not gonna let it affect your soul and the person that you really are. The cute, the peaceful, the calm person that you are is not going to be affected by these people that have disappointed you, who have treated you badly, maybe hurt you. I feel like you are able to release the past and just let it go, not keep going back to them and saying, you know, you're such an asshole, blah, blah, blah. You just let it go. You're just like, okay, well, whatever. And then stay optimistic about your love life. So like I said, I think that you stay optimistic that the future can be good. Maybe you pray to the angels, or you just look into the future and you know that good things are coming for you. So I think, you know, you are optimistic. You look into the future and you see good things. You have hope for the future, is what I feel if you pick this first reading. So very beautiful. Second reading, the Hello Kitty. Let's look at your cards. Okay, you got the Devil card. You got the Vacation card. You got the Quiet Time card. And you got the Challenge Your Perception. Okay, so I feel like this is a person that you've been with sexually, because with the Quiet Time and the Devil card, I think this person, they really, when they remember you, they think of, you know, the sexual fantasies, the desires. I think this person really is physically attracted to you, and it's kind of like it's maybe too much. This desire is kind of over the top. It's, you know, it's overwhelming for them when they think about you. Sexually, they are kind of obsessed with you, and they can't stop thinking about the physical connection that you guys had when you were together and there was no one around. It was quiet. You guys had your phones off. You know, they think about that. They think about the times you had where you had like, you were on Do Not Disturb and it was just you guys together. And I think they have this greediness for you, like they are obsessed with you and they want you and they don't want anybody else to have you. They're like under your spell and they find you irresistible and they have a lot of fantasies about you. You know, they are obsessed with you. It can be almost illogical the way they feel towards you. Like they may feel like they're under a spell, and maybe they think you're a witch and you put them under a spell because they feel like they are totally obsessed with you, and they just have these fantasies about you. So when they remember you, they they smile because they're thinking of like naughty things, okay? And with the vacation card, I still think they're thinking about, maybe they're fantasizing about going to like a hotel with you and, you know, just turning off your cell phones and taking a break from the world. Maybe this person is really stressed out. I feel like this person needs a break from stress and they want to get away with you. So if you guys went away in the past together, they really think about the time where you guys maybe stayed at a hotel together and you just got away from the mundane, everyday demands of life. You took time together to rest and relax and maybe renew your relationship. Or I feel like they really think about when you guys like turned off your phone, because in the definition of these cards, if you look at the you know, the book that goes with them, they both say something about turning off the phone. So I think they think about the time where you guys did not have your phone. It was on do not disturb or something like that. But I feel like this person, they're really depressed. They're having sleep problems. They could be overloaded in their everyday life. And so they're thinking about the time when you guys were together and there was no one around. It was quiet time. And they find you really irresistible. And maybe you guys, like with the Devil card, maybe you guys like indulged in drinking, like over drinking, maybe too much. And, you know, maybe having a lot of, you know, sexual encounters with this person, maybe when you were drinking. And I think that's mostly all they think about. So I don't know if this will be like a long-term relationship, but I think that they think about, you know, if you guys had physical relationship, that's mostly what they think about. And then you got the challenge your perception. So I think that they want to look at this thing from both sides. So maybe if you guys had an argument or something, they want to be able to see both sides of it. And maybe you were both wrong. Maybe you guys had fights with the Devil card. Maybe you guys had fights and, you know, you felt you were right, they felt they were right, but you guys can both be right and you guys can both be wrong. There can be points on your argument that are right. There can be points on their argument that are right. So I think they want to like remember the good things and then forget about the bad things, like the fights. I think they want to forget about all the fights and they want to look at things from a different perception. They want to look at the positive things, the time when you guys were together, maybe enjoying each other and no one was around, you had your phones off. So I think this person, they want to think about the good times and not the bad times. Maybe there were fights. I feel like there could have been fights here with this person, but they want to think about the good things and not the bad things. They definitely are thinking about their physical desire for you, and I feel like they may be obsessed with you. So that's what I'm feeling. And I see wings on both of these, so I feel like they think that maybe you're kind of like a butterfly, like maybe you've like you've been in this cocoon, maybe you've been in this depression and you've, you know, been by yourself and with nobody around, and they somehow that makes them smile. I don't know, the fact that you're alone or something, or when you're by yourself, somehow that makes them smile. I'm not really sure how, but this is quiet time in this vacation. It's like stepping away from the world. So it could be with them or it could be by yourself, but I think they remember that and it makes them smile. So let's get some charms for you. Okay, we got a lot. Okay, so with the little wrench here, they want to fix things. If you guys have had some issues, they want to fix things. Okay, So with this is the skull with the heart eyes. They like your dark side. So with the devil card, I think they like that dark side of you. Maybe when you overindulge, or when you know, overindulge in many ways. You know, it could be anything. And then we get the flag again. This is about courage. This is about strength. I think they see you as a strong person, maybe to overcome your struggles that you've had. With the shell, I think that if you guys went to the water or the beach or someplace near water, they remember the time that you guys did that together. With the crystal ball, I think that they see you as someone very magical, someone who maybe you have this connection to magic somehow. And maybe you're a seer, or you're a psychic, or you have some kind of connection that way. These are both earrings, so I think they see that you're very beautiful. These are kind of fancy type earrings. This one's, I don't know. So I think they see you as someone beautiful, someone fancy, someone who maybe likes to get dolled up. And then we've got this again, the transparency. So I think they like when you are like transparent. They can see everything about you, maybe your body. They want to see everything about you. I'm not sure what this one is, but with the colors, it's blue, so it's like calming. It's like water. Like I get water, like with the shell and the blue, I get, like if you guys went to the water or the beach or something, they remember that time. And it makes them smile. And it brings them, it helps make them calm. Because I feel like this person, they may be kind of stressed out. And then with this little, sock thing, this is to keep the socks together. So I think they think that you guys are somehow soulmates. Like you guys are supposed to be together. You're supposed to be connected. You guys are just meant to be together. And that's, you know, definitely how they feel here. So let's do a romance angel card, and then I will do a yes, no coin flip. Okay. Oh, we got two again. Okay. So we got trust and keep an open mind. So I feel like maybe you do have some trust issues with this particular person with the devil card. They want you, I think they want you to trust them, or they remember the time when you did have trust for them, when you did have faith in them, and that time was a good time for them, when you actually could trust them for what they say, you know, before maybe they broke your trust. They feel like they may have broke your trust, and they think about the time when you trusted them and you maybe kept an open mind about them. And this says your soulmate may differ from your usual type. So I feel like this person, they are your soulmate with this sock thing and with this card. So I feel like they are your soulmate. So they really have this strong connection with you, especially with the devil card. So I think they obsessively think about you. It's a little over the top, I feel like. They think about you probably every day and probably all throughout the day. And so they can't help it. So let's do your yes, no. Pause it if you need to. Okay, so you got yes. So whatever you ask, number 2, the answer is yes. But they do want to fix things, you know, whatever they've done to break your trust, they do think about fixing it. Okay, and last but not least, if you pick the cute little ladybug, let's look at your cards. Okay, you got the 3 of Swords. You got the higher consciousness. You got the inner power. And you got the heed the messenger. Okay, so I think they try to think of before you guys like maybe broke up, before maybe you broke their heart or they broke your heart. They really try to think about the time before that. because I feel like that's something that is here in this connection. So, you know, maybe you have a broken heart or they have a broken heart, but they think about the time before that. They think of the time when, with the inner power, this card is really about your inner child and nurturing your inner child, taking care of yourself, like loving yourself, and being spontaneous. So I feel like they remember the times when you guys were like almost like children, like when you guys were in love and maybe you guys hugged all the time. And you know, if you've been with this person, which I feel like you have, you guys, maybe you hugged a lot or you kissed a lot. You were just spontaneous and you were like children. Like you guys, you just felt young. You just had this youthful, positive spirit. And I think, you know, before you guys got broke or hurt, they think of the times when, you know, you guys nurtured your inner child. You took care of your inner child. You gave your inner child that love and attention that it needed. And that really makes them smile. They felt so good when you guys were just so carefree, and you know, you didn't care. You were spontaneous and you were just youthful and you just did whatever you wanted. You didn't care. You just did what you wanted, like a child. Like you're just gonna be happy, you're just gonna be loving, you're just gonna hug and kiss and just, you know, be happy. And I feel like they remember the times when you guys actually were listening to your inner voice, or maybe they were listening to their inner voice. They weren't trying to block it out. They were understanding, you know, that this was divinely guided, that you guys were supposed to be together. It's about listening to love rather than fear or, you know, your thoughts, you know, your negative thoughts, or trying to block out, you know, love. So it's like they remember the time when you guys were in love and you were carefree, you were spontaneous, you guys would hug and kiss and play, and just felt really young. And then heed the messengers. Yeah, messengers. I always think it says messages, but yeah, I think it's like not ignoring your higher consciousness, because this reading really tells me that this person, maybe they're trying to silence the voices in their head, or they're procrastinating about being with you. They're not listening to their intuition. They're like not hearing the truth of what they should do, what's really necessary. And I feel like they're listening to fear. Like as before, when you guys were together, they were listening to love, and now they're just listening to fear. So this person, they're really heartbroken right now. They're really sad right now because they're not listening to their higher voice. They're silencing their higher voice, and they're ignoring the messenger, because the messenger wants them to, you know, listen to their heart again, not listen to fear. Going on nature walks, spending time together, maybe looking at the stars and just being so carefree. So I feel like the angels are trying to send this person messages to guide them, you know, to fixing this broken heart. But I feel like this person, maybe they've stopped nourishing their inner child. Their inner child is like buried somewhere deep down, and I feel like they're just not listening to their higher consciousness. So let's get some charms, and I'll also do a romance angel card for you. Okay, so we got the hair clip again. So in this card, she also has some things in her hair. Some, I don't know if you can see, but she has some hair clips in her hair. And you also got the bobby pin. So I feel like they really like when maybe you pin your hair back, or you do something, you know, to put your hair up. And then you got the bow. So I think they find you very cute, very adorable. They love when you put your hair back. It's so cute. And they love that about you. Maybe you put bows in your hair or elastics. We got elastics too. And they think that you're really, you know, elegant. They think that you're very beautiful. They love when you get dressed up. Maybe put, you know, a nice dress on, or if you're a man, you know, they like when you get dressed up. And they think that you have a lot of courage, you have a lot of strength, that you are able to overcome any kind of heartaches that you've had. And with the white is about peace, it's about purity, it's about healing, it's about divination. So I think they see you as almost like an angelic type being. They think you're an angel. They really do think you're an angel. They think that you're pure, that you're actually a healing person. And I feel like they need that, but they're blocking it out. And then you got the blue again. Blue is about calm. It's about forgiveness. It's about truth. It's about water. So I feel like they think you're a healer. They think that you're very calming. They think that you're very forgiving. Maybe you protect them, and they're not accepting it right now, but they do think the world of you, and they do think that you're very pure and you're very peaceful, and they miss that about you. They miss that purity, that innocence, that cuteness. They think you're very cute, and they need to listen to their higher voice, whoever this is. So let's do a romance angel card, and then we'll do the yes, no. If you need to pause it, then pause it. I'm going to do it over the table because we had flyers before. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I think they remember the times when you guys actually talked, if you guys did have those deep conversations, discussing your feelings. I feel like that's what this person needs to do, because they're blocking it right now. They're blocking their heart. They're just overcome by fear, and they need to have these honest conversations with you. Or maybe they're remembering the times when you guys were, you know, honest with each other. You guys talked about, you know, your fears. You just were open to talking about things, and, you know, just calm and trusting and forgiving with each other. And I think they really think about those times when you guys could talk. So let's do your yes, no if you pick number 3. Okay, so you got no. So whatever you ask, the answer is no. So if you have any other questions for me, don't be afraid to email me. It's Amandarosetarot@hotmail.com. For a $5 donation, I can answer one question for you. And so if you have additional questions, don't be afraid to email me. So thank you guys so much for coming. Love and light to you, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.